message for me, sir.
Yes, you are an inspiration for many students. What you have done at your age.
Hello and welcome everyone. Myself Sanket. So today we have a guest who needs no introduction. Lakhs of students already love him, follow him, and an educationist from last 10 years from Kolkata, our own Mohit Agarwal sir. I heartily welcome Mohit Agarwal sir for an interaction with all CMA students on our YouTube channel.
Thank you. And hello boys and girls. I hope you guys are doing good. And Sanket, I hope you are doing good too. And it's indeed my pleasure to be with you on your channel.
So sir, I have made a list of 10-12 questions I would like to ask you, and we would like to know the answers from you. So with your permission, I would like to start with my first question. Sir, I would like to start with the studies part first, and later on we will move to some other questions. What were the challenges you faced while studying? When you were a student in past, how did you overcome those challenges in regard with the resources available, technology available? So this is my question.
Yes. Answering to this question, let me tell you first of all, and all the viewers, that almost 90% of the students who do the course, these professional courses, come from very humble background, middle class background, not a lavish background like Ambani's and Tata's. So I was also no exception to that. I came from a middle class background, a lower middle class background, and the most difficult problem that I had to face during my studies was the financial issues. Okay, my parents made it very clear that you will have to afford your institute fees on your own, and but let me tell you, whatever I am today, it is just because of my parents' blessing and parents' support. We need to understand that it is not their fault, that it is not the parents' fault if they cannot afford financially, but we have to thank them enough. Like whatever my success is, I owe it to them, because it was their emotional backup, their emotional support. They backed me up, and they still do. Whatever decision I take, they 100% support me, and they always pray for me, they always show love to me, they always are very worried about me. So these small things which you may think are not small, these are very huge things, and this is what contributes to the success. Now coming to it, coming to the difficulties that I faced during my time of studies when I was of your age, we had only one room flat, approx 120-150 square feet, and I had to complete my CA final over there only. So it was quite challenging, and after I passed my class 10 exams, I started giving tuitions to make sure that I can support my own expenses, and I don't become burden on my parents. So that was the way it goes. That's how it went, and till the moment I become a chartered accountant, we had only one room flat in which we had to manage everything, and surely after that the things changed. So these courses contribute a lot, and we should not complain about the lack of resources, as you were saying, that what resources I had very little amount of resources, and I think that is why I made it so big. So if you are having little amount of resources, you are lucky, you are having the opportunity to make it big. Take it in that way, take it in a positive way.
Sir, moving on to our second question, how to decide what to do after becoming a professional? There are students who have qualified, but now they might get confused that whether should I go in job, should I go in practice, should I go in teaching? So what should be the basis on which a student should decide that whether he should go in practice, job, or teaching, or any other field?
Yes, this is a burning question which whenever I interact with students, they always ask that how do we choose whether to go for, after becoming professional, whether we go for job or whether we go for practice or for teaching, and when did you decide that you wanted to become a teacher, sir? So the answer to this is, I had a passion of teaching. I decided I wanted to be a teacher since the age I don't remember, maybe when I was 16 years of age or so. So teaching is such a profession which you, if want to get inside, you have to have the passion. If you look at the outer world and just sitting outside and you see that, wow, teaching line is so lucrative and so rewarding, let me tell you, that only those people will become successful teacher who really have the passion. And if you treat it as a pure profession or a business, you will not be able to make a mark. Okay, since last as you said 10 years, I would say 11-12 years I have been an educationist now, and my only thing that drives me is my passion. Now, whether to choose job or practice, whether to choose between the two, my advice to all of you will be, even if you want to do practice on your own, but in the initial years the practice will not reward you. It takes at least 5 years the practice starts rewarding you. So till the 5 years you have to earn your own bread and butter. You cannot depend on your family after becoming a professional. So for the first 5 years you should find a good job for yourself, and in those 5 years you should try to build up good contacts, because practice will survive and flourish only if you have good contacts. So for the first 5 years, even during your training period and post your CMA qualification, when you go for the job, for the first 5 years you should build your contacts as many as possible. You should always be nice. Even during your articleship period you should be very nice to others, nice to clients, and you should build strong contacts. Who knows that that client can offer you a good job, or that client of your boss can in future become your client. So try to make as many contacts as possible and just showcase your talent to them as much as possible. And in those 5 years when you build up the contact, and then side by side in those 5 years you also start your practice, and because you must have built your contact by then, your practice will also start flourish. And when you feel that you now have to give more time to practice, then you can always quit the job. So that's how you should go about it. And if you want to become a teacher, then it has to be your passion, and along with the passion you have to be a good student. Like for me, I study every day in my daily routine work. 1 hour is only for studies, every day. Obviously when amendments come I have to give more time, but every day in routine work 1 hour time is devoted only for studies, apart from the recording service.
Sir, my third question is related with social media. What are your views in regards to social media? In 2020, is it helping students or distracting students?
It's useful for those who know how to use it and to take advantage of it. It's distraction for those who really want to get distracted. Like you should choose a proper channel where you can, you should not follow any random channel. You should choose your channels wisely, maybe 2-3 channels that you want to follow, a true mentor whom you can trust and can guide you in tough times. And this is it, because anything of excess becomes harmful. It is not only with the social media, it is with anything. Anything of excess is always harmful, so always remember.
Sir, my fourth question is related with social media only. How to overcome negativity? Sometimes students do get distracted and feel hurt if someone talks negative about their course or CMA course. So what is the message you want to pass to all these students? How to overcome this negativity?
Look, negativity will come only if you invite it. So if anyone speaks anything ill about you and you know that is not correct, then why to get demotivated unnecessarily? Like in good humor, I am saying Sanket to you, only in good humor, don't mind it, I always do it. For example, Sanket, if I say, Sanket, you are a girl, will you become a girl? Will you become demotivated? Will you become less confident? Answer is no. And you don't have to prove it to me also, na? So try and understand. So if we are confident about ourselves, if we are positive about our course, and if we trust the true mentors that we follow, then there is no point in getting demotivated. These things will keep on happening in future also. You need to understand that what you're doing is the best. In my community post also I had shared my message regarding this, that just like what Army, Air Force and Navy is for Indian security, same the role is played by CACS, CMA Institute for Indian economy. Now can you ask Indian Army to do the work of Air Force? Similarly, these courses have been given statutory powers by the parliament, by the law, that, and why the statutory power has been given? Because one institute could not have done the job of other institute. That is why these 3 institutes exist. This is the reason. So one more thing, that if we students, if you students are confident about the course, then there is no chance of getting demotivated. If you are getting demotivated, it's your fault. You should be motivated by on your own. You should have confidence. Thousands of videos I have made, Sanket has made. You will forget those videos in a moment. Answer is no. So always keep your spirits high and remain motivated. Okay.
Sir, fifth question is related with CMA only. So what are the three best things you find in CMA course? Three best things you find in CMA course. I know, sir, there are a lot of best things, but if you would like to precisely say that these three things, please, sir.
There are many, but since you have asked three, I'll pinpoint those three. The first thing I like is the syllabus. They teach you everything. So once you go out in practice or job, you will feel that you have studied everything. So the syllabus covers everything. So many subjects are there and syllabus is very vast. So they teach you everything actually. Students may not like it, but I do like it that the students are being taught everything. The second thing that I also like and students also like is the 25 marks objective in every paper. Wow. So what it does is it reduces the chances of human checking error because 25 marks objectives are there. Marks cannot be cut so easily over there. So in a paper you have to score 40 marks, 25 out of 25 you score. In objective you have to score only 15 out of the rest 85. So it becomes very easy to clear if genuine student is prepared properly. The third thing that I like about CMA course is the stipend that they offer during the training period. My God, it's deserving, and it is, let me tell you, 4 times of what the other courses offer, what the other institutes offer. It is 4 times of the stipend that same institutes offer. So it is very motivating, I would say.
Next question is, sir, you have interacted with thousands of students in your 10-12 years journey. So what the students should work upon along with the studies? What you find that yes, these few things if student works on will create value addition in its personality or in his career?
Only one thing, communication skill. Apart from the studies will not teach you the communication skill. So you will have to build up your communication skill. For example, when I teach my students, I make it a point that I ask them question and I ask them to communicate how, no matter how shy they feel, but they will have to communicate. What would you do in front of the interviewer or in front of the industry people? Would you say that no, I am feeling shy, I can write and talk? They'll throw you out, na? So you have to improve your communication skill. Communication skill means not only the vocabulary, but it also involves your body language and the para language, your accent, your tone, everything matters. So if you really want to get employable, then in that case you must work on communication skill. One more thing I would like to add on to the communication skill, like the same sentence can have different meanings. Same single sentence can have different meanings. Like if I say Rahul is a good boy, I can say it so many, sentence will be same, meaning will be different because of the pitch variation. Rahul is a good boy. Rahul is a good boy. Rahul is a good boy. Meaning different. Rahul tum rank laega. Rahul tum rank laega. Meaning different. So you have to focus on your communication skill. For example, whenever we, just a small tip, whenever we write anything in caps lock, do you understand what does it mean? It means the other person is shouting. If I write a message in the caps lock, entire message in the caps lock, it means the other person is shouting at you. So, but if you don't understand the communication skill, you will never know that he shouted at you. You will send him a smiley.
Sir, my next question is related with exams. In COVID times, uncertainty of exams exist. So, do you think apart from studies, students should also dedicate some time in skill improvement or something like that to enhance the skills?
Same answer. Right now it is the time to improve the communication skill. So your previous question's answer also gets fitted into this. That previously students used to complain we don't have time, but you do have now. So now at least you need to improve it.
Sir, my second last question to you. How has CMA course evolved from last 10 years and what do you expect in future? How the course is going to drive?
A lot. 10 years back, most people were not aware about the course actually, benefits of the course. Now you see, now you talk, everyone is aware. So everyone is talking. Previously nobody criticized the course because Many were not aware. Now because the people have started criticizing, it means the people are also aware about it. So it's a good sign. I have always said CMA is a hidden gold mine. So let it be, na. Just take it out. So it has evolved a lot, I would say.
Sir, my last question, or I would say a suggestion which you have for me. Any message for me, sir?
Yes, you are an inspiration for many students. What you have done at your age, that even I could not do. When I was a student, I did not had any YouTube channel. You understand? But you have a YouTube channel which is doing so well. So, and I am so very proud of you. And people often forget that they put you under so much pressure, but after all, you are just a student. You are just a student. So, but students look up to you, and whenever they face any query, they always approach you. And I've seen that you also, apart from your studies, you also help in their studies, which is phenomenal, which is very phenomenal. So you're doing a good job, and my blessings are also with you.
Thank you so much, sir. We had an amazing session with you, which will surely help the students in future career aspects. I once again thank you for coming on our channel and having that soft corner for all the CMA students. I really once again thank you so much, sir, and have a great day. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Sanket, and thank you all my lovely students. ऐसे ही keep loving us and keep supporting us, and lots of wishes. Love you guys. Take care.